just, I feel so bad when you tell someone you're a nutritionist and all they think or ask you is, I nataka to lose weight. How do I do to lose weight? I'm like, that's not the only thing we do. And also there are people who are in these nutritionists don't do one fit for all. If you find someone doing a blanket approach, please ask for their credential. Come, ask for their credential, know if they're certified or licensed to provide nutrition care to you. Yeah. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Charity, a certified nutritionist practicing in Kenya. I'm also a nutrition educator, a YouTuber, yes, and a mental wellness advocate. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's called Charity Safe Haven, where I talk about life, nutrition, and my whole experience as a practicing clinical nutritionist before I transition to another phase of my life. Give you helpful tips, especially to aspiring nutritionists who are thinking about coming into the nutrition field. You're a student, you're an intern in the nutrition field and you feel bored. This is your channel. Please don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, join my small community of Charity Safe Haven, where we strive to be the best versions of ourselves. And also follow me on all my social media platforms where I talk about nutrition and nutrition related issues. So welcome to this Tuesday. You know, it's Nutrition Talk, where I give you guys my experiences, helpful tips, expert tips from me to you to help you navigate this world of nutrition. I have a cold, so if my voice is shaky or you hear some funny sounds, just bear with me. Yeah, so I'm learning not to be having very long introduction, so 2 minutes is enough for the introduction. Please stay till the end. Come, let's talk about 10 myths and misconceptions about nutrition, stroke clinical nutrition, and an experience being a practicing nutrition, having 2 or 3 more experience. So this bank them and talk about why they are myth and misconception and also misinformation. I always do this series on my social media platforms every Friday, 9 a.m. I share different myths and misconceptions about the topic I'm talking about that very. So the first myth and misconception about nutritionists or clinical nutritionists in general is that we only recommend weight loss diet. So we don't just talk about weight loss. Nutrition is very wide. It's a very wide science. We cut across different conditions. And if weight loss is being highlighted, because I feel like that is the trend right now, people are into weight loss, people are into weight management. So I find that what most nutritionists talk about is just weight loss, but there's a lot of areas where we can we do our job. Please follow, go and watch this episode I posted last week about commonly asked question about clinical nutritionists or nutritionists. So one we found in very many lifestyle conditions. We help manage food tolerances, food allergies, in mother and child, breastfeeding, lactation, complementary feeding, just nutrition in lifespan, every lifespan, every stage of your life. There's a nutritionist to work along with you, so we just don't deal with weight loss only. There's sports nutrition, there's geriatric nutrition for the older generation. It's just, I feel so bad when you tell someone you're a nutritionist and all they think or ask you is, I nataka to lose weight. How do I do to lose weight? I'm like, that's not the only thing we do. And also there are people who are in the community to help the community, just sensitizing them about a healthy diet and how to just build a sustainable food security, yeah, and also to deal with insecure families and all that. Nutritionists are all the same. I feel like most of us lump nutritionists in one cocoon. Like if you're a nutritionist, they are specialization. In other countries, I know there are specialization. Like if you just want to deal with sports, you just go and be a sports nutrition. I think in Kenya, they're trying to introduce specialization. I leave a poster from the Nutrition Academy of Kenya. Please, if you want to enroll in a specialized course, they have pediatric, oncology, renal, and diabetic educator. You can enroll and be a specialized one. We are not all the same. There are people who are in the community, there are people in the food industry, there are people doing personal private consultation. There's some of us who ventured into different fields, but we still push the nutrition agenda. So we're not the same. We might go to school and study the same, but just know we deal with fields, and I encourage specialization. We have nutritionists, we have clinical nutritionists, we have dietitian, and I told you guys the difference between being a nutritionist, being a certified nutritionist, and being a dietitian. So please know the difference. I feel like in Kenya we have nutritionists in quotes, people who don't have license or certification to give out nutrition service, but they still do, and I feel like they amass a lot of people who follow them, and then it's just a whole lot of discussion. And it stresses me when we are lumped as one, and it just stresses me, guys. Yeah. That myth is nutritionists or clinical nutritionists push a one size fit for all. Like I'm discouraging blanket approach when it comes to patient management. And if you follow me on my social media platform and on this YouTube channel, I always tell my fellow aspiring nutritionist students, interns, please individualize your nutrition care. I am different, you are different, the person next to me is different. We might be siblings, we might be related, but we have different metabolism, we have different preference when it comes to food. Most of us come from different cultural backgrounds, so all these things go into coming up with a meal plan that works for you. If you watched my previous episode last week, I talked about just how we come up with a meal plan or an individualized care for you. We look at so many factors. We just don't do a blanket approach. Even if I'm into weight loss, you are into weight loss, I will give different management based on you. Even if you have diabetes, this one has diabetes, you people are different. So we cannot do a one size fit for all. And these days, nutritionists don't do one fit for all. If you find someone doing a blanket approach, please ask for their credential. Ask for their credential, know if they're certified or licensed to provide nutrition care to you. And then the third myth, you don't need a nutritionist if you're healthy. And I'm so glad there's a wave. I know it's a fad and whatever, but I'm so glad people are into seeking nutritionists to help them with their healthy lifestyle or healthy living, holistic approach. On my social media platform this month, I'm talking about functional nutrition, how to incorporate all aspects of your lifestyle in your nutrition care. Actually enjoying creating content on that because it encompasses you looking at the 7 pillars of the healthy lifestyle and incorporating all those into your nutrition care plan. Yeah. So even if you're healthy, please sort out a nutritionist. Don't just think because I'm okay, I don't have anything, I don't need a nutritionist. You can just seek one to help you come up with a meal plan that is healthy for you. And that saves you time from thinking, what will I cook next? And I also sometimes fall prey. I know I've mastered my own meal plan in my head, but sometimes it gets to a point I'm like, what should I eat? But if you have a nutritionist who has come up with a weekly or a monthly meal plan for you, it really saves time. You know, like on Monday, this is what I'm going to prepare. It also helps with shopping, and it saves you a lot of stress to think about, especially if you have a big family. Myth is nutritionists are against all processed foods, and I feel like when, according to me and my profession, I feel like when you starve yourself of something, craving it, and when you find it, you will eat it. So for me, when I'm coming up with a meal plan or a holistic individualized plan for someone, I try my best to incorporate those processed foods in moderation. I don't completely exclude because I know they're there. I know we crave them. I know they're sweet. You're working hard to live a comfortable life. So in moderation, we try to incorporate those said processed. Don't quote me. I'm not saying we eat. I'm saying incorporate in moderation processed food. Like when you enforce a lot of dietary restriction on someone, you're confiding and cocooning them into a place where they will not want to follow what you're doing. And if a meal plan is not sustainable, half the time your clients will not follow it. I will not lie to you. Then the sixth myth is that we just tell you guys to eat vegetables. And I feel like this is something I've seen, especially when I go to eat out with my family and friends. When they order something, they look at me because I'm the nutritionist. They think I'll judge them. I also want to eat those things. So I always just tell them, please, outside the office, outside my social media platforms, I'm human. So if you see me eating whatever I'm eating, Don't look at me and say, oh, but you're a nutritionist, you should know better. Please, 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 please. I feel like a holistic functional approach to nutrition provides you with a food from each of the food groups. I think there are 10 of them. I'll leave them here. We have meat and meat substitutes. We have milk and dairy products. We have cereals and grains. We have fats. We have freshy green leafy vegetables, the colored vegetables. There are a lot of food groups, and I feel like holistic approach to nutrition, functional approach to nutrition does not generally just tell you to eat vegetables only. It comprises of all the food groups, but at least you have to eat 4 to 5 food groups out of the food groups that I've mentioned. So don't go and quote a nutritionist to say only eat vegetables. And then another seventh myth is nutritionists follow trendy diets. This is very tricky and very dicey because the world is changing, science is coming up, and a lot of trends are coming up. So you'll find that most people will follow it. So I feel like sometimes I see nutritionists doing the same, and then I'm like, really? If you have science, evidence-based research on that trendy diet, then do it. Like, I feel like this trend of okra water, it just came and blew out of proportion. If you notice, I didn't talk about it because I wasn't really versatile with it. I just said I'm going to opt out of that discussion. I felt like it really trended. I think it's last year or early this year. There's trends such as keto, there's trends such as intermittent fasting. I always mention keto and intermittent fasting because there are researches being done. I think I leave papers here talking about the importance of keto on specific medical conditions, the importance of intermittent fasting in weight loss and all that. So if they are backed up with solid research and evidence-based, I always don't dispute. But this trendy water diet, solid vegetables only juicing, I'm like, they don't have evidence-based backup. So why would a nutritionist be promoting juicing? Like, you just juice the whole day, not giving your body the needed nutrients for it to function. And then when you've done a lot of damage, that's when you come to a nutritionist and you need them to help you change it. I sometimes feel like generic information is very wrong, and I feel like myth and misconception about some of these trendy diets are really misleading people because people want the easy way out, people want shortcuts, so they will jump at any available trend. I always see there are some people who just eat for social media. Like, someone is just eating junk food for social media. Someone is big, overweight, obese because of likes and views. The eighth myth is you can get the same advice from internet or an app. I feel like when you've been practicing and when you practice, you amass sort of knowledge. And if you read more on this science-based information, science-based papers from websites such as WHO, Ministry of Health, UNICEF and World Food Program, World Food Organization, there are a lot of articles and journals that are talking about nutrition. So I feel like when we've been doing something over and over again, we gather experience in that particular thing. So the advice I might give you, you might not find it on the app or this Google search. That's why I always feel bad when a client comes to you, they've already Googled what they want to know, and then they start attacking you. Oh, I read somewhere, this is what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, anyways, please go see a nutritionist or a dietitian, whichever country you're in, to help you with your nutrition needs. The ninth myth is nutritionists are anti-supplements. I once I was an anti-supplement, especially when I finished my campus and my internship. I was an anti-supplement. I was like, get all your vitamins and minerals from your diet, from your vegetables. And then as I got to practice, as I got to also grow older and just see how my life has been changing, my lifestyle, I've noticed sometimes I also take supplements. I will not lie to you guys. I always go to the lab. I always go see my physician, and then and my blood work is drawn and everything. I look at what is low and then I know what to supplement. But past a certain age, your body needs extra supplementation. If you have a busy schedule and you're not taking all the meals, please go discuss with your dietitian or your nutritionist about supplements. Don't go and pick them over the counter and overload your liver and your kidney to excrete those said supplements, because most of these supplements and vitamins and minerals are needed in just traces amount, small amount. And when you overload your body with it, you're going to stress your detox or natural detox system to remove them. Yeah, so please seek professional advice before you take any supplement. Last myth and misconception is seeing a nutritionist is expensive and unnecessary. And this is something I've come across, and I love that this is the last point. I feel like healthcare should, most insurances, I feel like they've started to cover nutrition as part of it, because nutrition is becoming important. There's a rise in lifestyle. I like leaving this graph here so you know, like the non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular health, those are heart diseases, kidneys, gout, and all these things are on the rise. So the lifestyle conditions are rising. We need preventative measures. Nutrition is a preventative measure. If you can change your eating habits, your lifestyle, your nutrition aspect of eating, you'll be able to reduce your risk of getting this lifestyle. So I always ask myself, why don't you see nutrition as something like important? I always feel bad when I see nutrition is being taken for granted, and I'm like, in the future you guys will need us. Yeah. Because when you're overweight, you're obese, you need a nutritionist to help you lose weight. If you have diabetes, you need a nutritionist to write a meal plan for you so that you can be able to control your blood sugars. If you have any heart condition, your cholesterol is high, if your body composition is not matching, your BMI is slightly high as an indicator, your waist circumference, you need a nutritionist. So you see, like, we are important. We are not unnecessary. We are a necessary preventative measure that I'm very glad where the graph that is rising will become important. Yeah, so the cost depends with who you're seeing, because most hospitals have an inpatient or outpatient nutritionist. You can just go and see them. They can be able to help you. If you want a personalized nutrition, you can discuss a plan that works for you. I'm almost launching my website. I've been talking about this. You get all your nutrition needs from there. So that's all I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Charity Safe Haven, and follow me on all my social media platforms. I really appreciate you guys so much. If you watched till the end, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so until next time, I've been yours. Bye.